Taking a property and turning it into an income stream is challenging for so many different reasons. That's why it pays to have an expert on your side.
Cheetah is a successful real estate entrepreneur who shares his knowledge with an Airbnb management course and joins us now. Good morning. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. Amazing. Good to be here with you guys.
Wow, I love that positivity and positive approach to the morning. So you started your Airbnb journey back in 2018, turned it into a seven-figure business. Many people out there, including myself and probably Jessica, how did you do that? That's incredible.
How did that happen?
You know, Elliott, I'm glad you asked. It happened by chance. You know, I was living in an apartment at that time, and I couldn't afford to pay the rent. So I just didn't know why, and I didn't know what to do, and I decided to list a property on Airbnb. And in 2 weeks, I made $2,500. My rent was $3,900, so a little light bulb went off, and I was like, this might work. So I scaled it.
Yeah, and Elliott mentioned your course earlier. So how does your course teach and give hosts kind of that level up to understand how the landscape works?
Yeah, so we focus primarily on data, and we have an analytical approach. We find existing Airbnb hosts that are already winning, so they've developed the model. We share what we call the crystal ball method, and we teach people how to find successful Airbnbs that are already operating, and we emulate them.
Yeah, you talked about following the data. There are common pitfalls, I'm sure, that every new Airbnb property owner falls into, traps and obvious things that they can avoid. How can they steer clear of those clear and obvious pitfalls?
Yeah, so like when it comes to Airbnb and real estate, a lot of us, we just assume that if we go to a nice area, there must be a lot of demand. However, that could be the complete opposite. When you go to a nice area, you might be in an area that's way too expensive and doesn't cash flow. So what we do, again, we use a crystal ball method, and we use a tool called airdna.co, where we can accurately find people operating Airbnbs already, find their data, how much they're making, how often they're occupied, and we simply copy them.
Now, is this a model that can really maintain consistency across various markets? Because so many of them, even from state to state, can be so different.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting you ask. It's been consistent, not only in the US, but all across the world. I have students all across the world, and we use the exact same tool because real estate, it has the same fundamental laws, despite it doesn't really matter where you're at.
Yeah, another thing that people might think is, that isn't cut and dry when you're an entrepreneur is a mentality, a mindset to get, to be bigger in that space, to be geared towards just doing business. So how do you prepare yourself for that in terms of, an Airbnb entrepreneur?
How do I prepare myself?
Yeah, how does someone get in the right mindset, the right mentality for tackling this kind of entrepreneurship?
Yeah, I think with Airbnb, the biggest fear factor that most people have is if somebody's in my house and if they damage their property, what do I do? So the mindset is let go of the do-it-yourself mentality and understand that there's a lot of tools out there that can help you. Hire help, hire professionals who are great at what they do, especially cleaners, handymans, etc. Try to do almost nothing yourself. Be a good people person and a good property manager.
Right.
What are some of the key characteristics and habits that maybe you could give to young entrepreneurs out there who are looking to either do what you do or just do entrepreneurship in a different space?
Yeah, so in entrepreneurship, I think the biggest thing that most people lack is grit and tenacity. Most people, within the first hurdle, when they presented with the first challenge, if it doesn't go their way, they quit. So I firmly believe that no matter what the issue is, if you put your mind to it and you focus more on the solution than the issue itself, and you just never give up, you eventually find the answer, especially with the internet, like it's all out there.
Yeah, I think, you brought up a good point that a lot of people come to a first hurdle and stumble and might give up, but everything is important to bear in mind, right? Everything down to the pictures of your Airbnb, to the listing price that you mentioned, following the data, not just your heart. There are so many different elements. So it's a tough industry, but very rewarding, clearly, like you found out yourself.
It's extremely rewarding, and I was blessed to have accidentally stumbled upon the right Airbnbs for my first few properties. So it was very, very gratifying, which led me to dive really deep and to dissect this industry and put together all the key pieces of the puzzle, which I'm now sharing with people.
Well, Chi, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Amazing. It was great to be here.
To learn all about Cheetah and to find out more about his B&B management course, go to thebnbuniversity.com.